Tuning into the whole effing show for night 2 of 4 of All In to close out the year on the whole effing show gaming channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to hit that follow and subscribe. We are live from San Francisco, California, Bay Area for night 2. Start night 2 off with the tag team finals of the King of the Ring tournament. And this team wants all the smoke. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. They have been the underdogs in the King of the Ring tag team tournament. But they have defied all odds and defeated all competition to make it to the biggest pay-per-view of 2021 on the whole effing show. And they didn't come to take part. They came to take over. Can the Street Profits be the first ever tag team King of the Ring for 2021? Thank you for tuning into the whole effing show live on Twitch and Facebook. And if this is your first time tuning in, make sure to hit that follow. It don't cost nothing. And you know it is Christmas Eve. So if you got it, if any of your loved ones gave you $5 for Christmas, go ahead and hit that subscribe on the Twitch channel, the whole effing show, and support the channel. Night 2 of 4 All In. And this is a battle between brands. Street Profits representing AEW against the finalist for the ECW side of the bracket tournament, Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley. The Dudley brothers, they came up short at the first ECW 2K pay-per-view, guilty as charged to crown the inaugural ECW Tag Team Champions in a hard-fought battle against the Road Warriors. And Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley realized winning the Royal Tag Team King of the Ring for 2021 would put them right back in line for a shot at AEW Tag Team titles. Which team will prevail? Both these teams on a 3-win winning streak. And due to time constraints, we are going to do a tornado tag team elimination in the finals. Both members of the team will have to be eliminated to crown the first ever 2021 Tag Team King of the Ring. And right now, the Street Profits look to have a little bit of the advantage over the Dudley boys. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. No one thought that they would make it to the finals. They had a rough year on the whole effing show, but once put in this tournament, they have clicked. They have turned it on. If they have wanted the smoke, and they have given it to every single last competitor that they have taken on in that ring. The Dudley boys look to put an end to this win streak that the Street Profits have had. Dudley boys want to ruin Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins' fairy tale ending to 2021 after all the hardships the Street Profits have had to endure. It's the end of 2021, but it is the start of year 2. The All In pay-per-view marks the 1-year anniversary of the GM Wars series. Initially started off on Facebook, started working on Twitch over the past 3.5-4 months. And shout out to everybody who helped the channel reach affiliate. Make sure to leave a comment in the chat for All In and let us know who you think will be the victor in these matchups. Type 1 for the Dudley Boys, type 2 for the Street Profits. Or simply type the Dudleys or the Street Profits. Get those predictions in. Man, night 1 of All In was so action-packed. And we got 2 more nights after tonight as AEW and ECW 2K on the whole effing show take over California for the next 4 nights to close out 2021 with the biggest card of the year. And it is Extreme Rules in this matchup. Anything can happen, and you see there is a ladder in the middle of the ring. There's no briefcase or title hanging from that ladder. Oh my goodness, Devon Dudley spiking Montez Ford onto that ladder. Devon holding things down for his team, allowing for Bubba Ray Dudley to get back in the fight. And now it's the Dudley Boys in control of this matchup. And the Street Profits, they're in some big trouble at the moment. Bubba Ray Dudley with the Bubba Bomb. Bubba Bomb to Angelo Dawkins. We might be looking at the first elimination. We are. The Dudley Boys have eliminated Angelo Dawkins. And don't tell me the Street Profits, it's up to Montez Ford. Can Montez Ford somehow pull off the ultimate comeback in this matchup? I personally don't see it coming. And Bubba Ray Dudley, Bubba Ray looking to pit into this one early. Bubba Cutter from Bubba Ray Dudley. And Devon Dudley with the pin, and the Dudley Boys are the first ever Tag Team King of the Ring winners. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, they put up a fight, but the Dudley Boys would not be denied. And in the cross-promotional battle between AEW and ECW 2K on night 2,
Here are your winners.
point 1 goes to ECW. And we have our first ever Tag Team King of the Ring winners. The Dudley Boys add to their impressive resume at All In here tonight. second match here tonight at All In. The Architect, Monday Night Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, set for action at the biggest pay-per-view of 2021. Seth Rollins on quite the win streak as of late. He has been on fire in AEW 2K after a rough start early on. The second half of the year, the Beast Slayer, the Architect of the Shield, has found his footing in AEW 2K. And the more and more wins that he has started to gather, he feels he is on the cusp of challenging for a championship once more in AEW 2K. Tonight he has his hands full in this dream matchup against another man who is currently riding a wave of momentum themselves. The King of Hearts, Owen Hart, set to go one-on-one with Seth Rollins here tonight. The rest of his faction will be in action night 4 when Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil take on the British Bulldog and the Dynamite Kid in the opening matchup. Live in San Diego, but we are live in San Francisco for night 2 of 4 for AEW 2K versus ECW 2K. All In. Live on the Whole Effing Show Gaming channel. Make sure to hit that like and follow. Seth Rollins, Owen Hart. And what a dream match we have here for you guys right now. Monday Night Rollins and the King of Hearts, Owen Hart, going one-on-one for the first time here at the biggest pay-per-view of 2021. And both competitors filling each other out. Nice back and forth chain wrestling. And I would figure Owen Hart would have a slight advantage when it comes to the chain wrestling. But Seth Rollins showing he is no slouch even in that department. Both of these men are riding a winning streak at the moment. Nobody wants to lose the momentum that they have had gained up until this pay-per-view. Seth Rollins coming off a recent victory over Carmelo Hayes and Cody Rhodes. And Owen Hart coming off a victory over AJ Styles. Both these men desperately want to win here tonight on the biggest stage, the biggest card of 2021, live on the Whole Effing Show Gaming channel on Christmas Eve. If the stakes already weren't big enough, it's the Christmas Eve special, night 2 of 4, All In, live from San Francisco. And thank you guys for tuning in to the Whole Effing Show Gaming channel. Appreciate all the support, whether you are lurking, whether it's your first time in the chat. Appreciate all the support. couldn't have made affiliate without all of you. Thank you guys for helping us reach affiliate. Early December, I believe it was like the first couple of days of December, we went affiliate. And we got 7 subscribers so far. Hopefully we could get more subscribers after these 4 days in a row of action as AEW 2K and ECW 2K take over California. Night 1 in the history books was live in Sacramento. And we are live in San Francisco for night 2. Christmas Day. Tomorrow it will be night 3 in Los Angeles, and we will close out the final pay-per-view of 2021 on the Whole Effin' Show Gaming channel. Night 4 in the hometown of the Whole Effin' Show Gaming channel, America's finest city, San Diego, California, 619. Shout out to Rey Mysterio. Owen Hart. The Hart Foundation, they started off on a losing streak, and so did Seth Rollins, but the later part of the year, both of them have switched that up. They stopped taking L's and started collecting W's. And now that they have both tasted victory, they are not trying to go back to that bitter taste of defeat. But that will be the sad reality for one of these two competitors here tonight, as the other one gets one step closer to earning themselves a title shot in this stacked division. Owen Hart went for the sharpshooter, but Seth Rollins was so lucky he was close to that rope. He was able to use that to escape before Owen Hart was able to really lock it on. Might be a different story if Owen Hart was able to lock on that sharpshooter. We've seen what he did when he was able to get AJ Styles in the middle of the ring with that sharpshooter. It looks like both men starting to feel the effects of this hard-fought battle. Seth Rollins, though, oh my goodness, he just cracked Owen Hart right in the mouth with that kick, and Owen Hart bleeding from the mouth. Owen Hart bleeding from the mouth thanks to Seth Rollins. Don't tell me though, Seth Rollins. Curb stop. Curb stop. That might be it. That's gotta be it. It is. Seth Rollins continues his winning ways in AEW 2K in a huge victory here tonight over the leader of the Hart Foundation, Owen Hart. Man, these guys put on a great matchup, but in the end, Owen Hart got caught with one of the most vicious finishers in the world, that being the curb stomp. And nobody kicks out of the curb stomp. Rollins scores the victory with that rip cord into the jumping knee. And Owen Hart, being a good sport, extends his hand. And Owen Hart giving Seth Rollins his moment to shine at AEW versus ECW 2K All-In pay-per-view. A halfway mark of night 2 of All In, and it is time for the FTW title. to become the FTW Heavyweight Champion. Anything can happen, and you want to talk about undefeated, another person undefeated in ECW 2K. Bron Breakker, the son of the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner, has carved out a path of destruction since making his debut on ECW 2K. Just like Debo, he is yet to taste defeat. The biggest FTW title matchup in its one-year history on the Whole Epic Show Gaming channel. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you for the support. Whether you are lurking, whether you are chatting, whether you follow or you don't, I appreciate it. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe on the Whole Epic Show Gaming channel. It makes an excellent Christmas gift. A cheap and affordable Christmas gift for $4.99. You can support the channel. That's about how much it costs for one of the beats I use or lease for these entrances. So I appreciate the people who are already subscribed to the channel. I appreciate the people who follow the channel. And I appreciate the people who are tuned in live, whether you're on Facebook or Twitch. And the FTW reigning, defending champion, the Stallion and King of the Bros, Matt Riddle, looks for his second FTW title defense on the biggest pay-per-view of 2021, live on the Whole Epic Show Gaming channel. And we are all in for the only title matchup set for tonight's card. Will we crown a new FTW champion, or will Matt Riddle continue his reign as the FTW champion? And the FTW title on the line. Can Matt Riddle defeat the two undefeated prospects in ECW 2K in this triple threat elimination matchup? And if Matt Riddle is smart and Bron Breakker, they'll double team Debo. Debo showing he's not just all strength, surprising everyone here at All In. Debo holds the fastest victory in all of AEW or ECW 2K on the Whole effing show, knocking out Jerry Lynn in 8 seconds in his debut match at the first ever ECW Guilty as Charged pay-per-view. Thank you guys for tuning in. Matt Riddle, no punk. Former UFC fighter. Matt Riddle can hold his own in there. He will not be intimidated by either the Amateur State Wrestling Division I wrestler Bron Breakker or the Street Certified Legend in Debo. Matt Riddle misses with that roundhouse kick, and Debo lifting him up, electric chair chop into a sit-down power bomb. Amazing offense from Debo, but Bron Breakker with a double underhook suplex. Showing Debo he can out-wrestle anybody in this matchup. From a pure wrestling stand base, you have to give Bron Breakker the advantage, but Matt Riddle, so well-rounded in mixed martial arts. Debo, the street fighter, and Debo looking to tap out Bron Breakker, but Bron Breakker not going for it. Nice counter from Bron Breakker, and Debo, who's been undefeated, defeating everybody with ease, knows he's in a fight here tonight. Matt Riddle, the person who defeated Taz for the FTW Championship and successfully defended that championship against Taz in a rematch, looking for his second successful title defense here tonight against two undefeated top contenders in ECW 2K. Bron Breakker trying to make Matt Riddle tap out to a camel's clutch, but the Stallion, Matt Riddle, able to kick out or break out. Debo hanging Matt Riddle out to dry on that top rope. And if you guys are just now tuning in, yes, that is Debo from Friday and next Friday in the ring. Debo's been undefeated all of 2021. For close to 365 days, Debo has been undefeated. We actually start year 2, but it is at the end of 2021. GMOR started back in November of 2020. So this is actually year 2, but we are ending the year with a bang, the biggest pay-per-view on the gaming channel. All In night number 2. And this is the only title match on tonight's card. Matt Riddle, the King of Bros, defending his FTW title. And Bron Breakker showing amazing strength, and he just laid out Debo with his finisher. That might be it. Debo able to kick out, but Bron Breakker putting Debo on notice, and Debo gets right up. He did not like that. Matt Riddle able to catch the right hook and turn it into one of those mixed martial arts submission holds. Had him in an armbar, but Debo just too powerful, and he suplexes Matt Riddle right on that baseball bat. And now Debo with the baseball bat is assaulting Matt Riddle. Anything goes, and Debo, irritated at the fight that both of these competitors have put him through, resorting to using a weapon for the first time. Bron Breakker, though, he has been on Debo every opportunity Debo gets against Matt Riddle. Bron Breakker right there to capitalize and make him pay for it. Textbook belly to belly from the son of the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner. And Matt Riddle has been eliminated from this matchup. It's down to Bron Breakker and Debo, who is going to be the FTW champion. Debo with a pop-up powerbomb. But Bron Breakker showing amazing heart and resilience, kicking out, and Debo, mad at the undefeated Bron Breakker, kicking out of the pop-up powerbomb, resorted to attacking with a baseball bat to keep the young prospect down. But Bron Breakker showing Debo why he is also undefeated in ECW 2K. And why there is so much hype surrounding the son of the tag team ECW champion Rick Steiner. Bron Breakker with his second Gorilla Press Slam, and that just might be it. And it is. Bron Breakker defeats Matt Riddle and Debo. As we look back at the highlights, and now all of the Steiner brothers have titles in ECW. I just now realized that, because it was the Steiner brothers who defeated Rob Van Dam and Sabu at the cross-promotional pay-per-view on Fresh and Frost TV gaming channel on Twitch. And the United We Stand pay-per-view to become the new ECW Tag Team Champions. And now Bron Breakker, the new FTW Heavyweight Champion. The Steiner family just might be the most dominant faction in ECW. And Jay White in the new era, you might want to take notice, because the Steiner family came out of nowhere.